Morning after Good morning everyone present or here. I Shri Agarwal, the moderator of this webinar. We are delighted to welcome you all to this webinar which has been organized by Continuing Professional Education Committee of ICI. Please mark your calendar for CPE webinars on every Wednesday and Fridays. It's a pleasure to be moderator for the webinar on AI in Chartered Accountancy and Financial Reporting for Non-Corporate Entities. In short while, we will start this webinar. First, I would like to appraise you about the CPE committee. In today's ever-changing professional scenario worldwide, the biggest challenge the professional face is how to stay on the top of the game while adapting to the new requirements, norms. Therefore, it is imperative to aim to be up to date, to offer unique guidance, influence others, while their innovative approach and expertise. It is also vital to stretch old ideas beyond traditional boundaries to create new perspectives. In this context, CPE facilitates professionals to maintain, improve, and broaden their knowledge, skill, and expertise required to achieve their professional goals through webinars, seminars, and various training programs. So the program of for this evening will be follows has. We have two sessions for 1 hour each. The two topics are first session will be of AI in chartered accountancy from compliance to consultancy, and second will be of financial reporting for non-profit entity. First, I would like to introduce our honorable chairperson, Shri Satish Kumar Gupta, who is presently serving as the chairperson of the CP committee of the institute, and in addition, he is also the chairman of the UDIN Directorate and vice chairman of the committee for member in practice. And he is also previously served as council member of ICI from 2019 to 2022. So now I would like to welcome the chairman, sir, to give opening remarks and address us.
Thank you, Shrey. Thanks a lot. Priya Sharma, Chartered Accountant Priya Sharma from Jaipur, Speaker of the Day on the AI. CA Karthik Jindal, another speaker. He's expert of the AS and the, I think, forensic, and he's going to take the session on financial reporting for non-corporate entities, which is very hot topic as of now. Shrey Agarwal, a young and dynamic chartered accountant, and who is moderating this session. Team CP, team tech team, and my dear friends who are joining this webinar in a very large number. Friends, thank you very much for your love and affection for the programs of the CPE committee, especially webinars. Friends, I would not speak much about today's program, except that both the speakers are young speakers, both are dynamic speakers, and the topics are very important. If I talk about the AI, this is something which is future of the profession. If we do not adopt the AI, if we do not learn the AI, we will be out of the race. Likewise, the non-corporate entity is a problem statement as of now for the chartered accountants of the Mofussil areas. They are feeling or they are seeing, sir, how would we face? The clients are not coming up with the new formats, and they are not even aware that the accounting standards are applicable not of now, even some of the accounting standards are applicable since long. So they did not follow, yeah, they followed, but they don't remember is a question mark. But friends, I would like to emphasize that to make the quality or to bring the, I can say that something value to our financial statements, it is must for all of us to follow the accounting standard, to follow the standards on accounting. So the session of Karthik is going to be very important. Karthik, please try to answer some of the general queries which are coming to all of us, that if the client don't come with the new format, how to deal that situation. If there is something, some interest on capital, to partners. Under the new norms, it has to be dealt as the financial cost. The old norm was that it is a partner's capital, so it is the part of capital. So how to deal that particular thing? The how to deal the GP ratio, which is the part of the 3CD, but not part of the new format, and several other things. I think you must have receiving several other questions. So please take those questions. Even on the cost of the 15 minutes more you can take. But try to take all the practical questions, practical problems being faced by our members. Priya, I read one very big news in newspaper few days back that in China they are they have sent one AI robot for PhD, and the university has given the admission to that AI robot, and he will do the PhD there, and thereafter will cause for the that their country or for the nation for the world. So how the AI is going to impact our profession initially, and why it is important for all the chartered accountants to learn the AI, to know the AI, what is the prompt, how to engineer prompt, and what are these things, the agent AI, what is that generative AI. So kindly throw some light on the newer formats of the AI, especially affecting our profession. So Priya, please try to incorporate this my request. And my dear thanks, my dear friends. Apart from the today's topics, I would also like to talk you about the CPE development this year. Friends, in CPE, one most important development I would like to touch upon that CPE our credit is now 20 years old. So I can say that CPE our credit system has become major and is now well matured. So the days are gone, friend, that the CP credit was available without attending the complete program for the complete hours. Now, with the help of technology, we are going to make it compulsory, most probably September end or the October first week onwards, that the credit of CP shall be available to the member for the hours for which the member attends the program. For example, one member register for a 12-hour program but attend only 4 hour or 6 hour, then he or she shall get the credit of 6 hour only, not of all 12 hours. So this is the change which we have brought to the CPE system, and I request you to propagate this particular change to all your friends and colleagues and be suggestive, give your feedbacks that how we can improvise all these initiatives of the CPE committee. Two things from the UDIN side, friends. In UDIN, friends, we have made this working, enabling that now a chartered accountant can know the name of succeeding auditor, especially in the case of tax audit. When he is not in position to knowing the name of succeeding auditor and he has not been paid his outstanding dues for his audit work or any other dues which are coming in the balance sheet. And secondly, if the preceding auditor wants to communicate several technical suggestions to the succeeding auditor, but since succeeding auditor has not intimated the previous auditor about his appointment, so he was not in position to tell any suggestion or any factual things to the succeeding auditor. Now I think with this change, the preceding auditors would be able to know the name of succeeding auditor and thereafter can communicate even for his outstanding fees or for any technical things which he or she wants to communicate with the succeeding auditor. This thing we have done in the UDIN, these two things. One thing which is very important for you all and the season is tax audit. Friend, the DTC has made a very big amendment this year, although applicable for 1/4/2026, that thereafter a partner of a partnership, CA partnership firm can sign only 60 audits. He cannot sign more than 60 audits. For example, suppose a firm has 200 audits and there are four partners. So one partner can sign maximum 60 audits. The balance audit shall be signed by all three other partners. So this is something, some good change the DTC has brought, and it was my duty to inform you about all these changes. One thing about CMP committee for members in practice, where I am vice chairman, I would like to share that CMP has launched its very important academic course on GST litigation. 4 or 5 courses have been started at different places of the country, and we are receiving very good feedback subject to certain improvements. We have received some feedback to improve for improvisation and for which we are working. But that has been received well by the our members. Second thing, friends, in CMP committee, we are working to bring several new initiatives for the benefit of our members, which includes credit card from a private bank, unsecured loan from a private bank, drop down working loan facility from private bank on very competitive rates. We are also trying to bring a term insurance for life on very competitive rates, having a very good features. We are also working several other initiatives for our members, which can make value addition to their particular practice without without any, I can say, on very competitive rates. So with these friends, there are certain things which I wanted to talk with you, but now the time is of Priya and Karthik, and moderation is of Shrey. So please go ahead with the session. I wish you all the best. I wish all the viewers or the listeners that they will definitely take away several value additions to their professional career out of listening these two speakers today. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. All the best. Jai Bharat, Jai IC.
Thank you so much, sir.
Over to Shrey.
Taking over from sir, I am delightful to share that as of now there are 520 participants listening to this educational webinar. And not taking much time, I want to introduce today's first speaker, CA Priya Sharma. CA Priya Sharma is a chartered accountant and multi-qualified professional with more than 10 years of experience in taxation, finance, and automation, and had the development of AI-powered tools for compliance, audit, and advisory services. She integrated the technology with domain expertise to deliver faster, more accurate, and insight-driven financial solutions. She empowered clients to make more informed decisions and ahead in digital area. So overall, she is a dynamic personality and which will help all of us present in this webinar to learn and gain something truly knowledgeable. So I would like to invite her to take over for the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shrey, and thank you, Satish sir, for inviting me as an AI speaker. Am I audible? Yeah,
You're audible now.
okay. So without wasting any time, I shall start with our today's session. I hope my screen is also visible. Yeah, okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this webinar and welcome to the first session of the webinar, which is on AI in chartered accountancy, from compliance to consulting. So before we begin, I would like to first share a quote with you all, which is that AI is not here to replace us, it is here to elevate us. It is not about man versus machine, but man with machine. And today we'll see how powerful that partnership can be. So, with that, let's begin how important AI is in chartered accountancy. And very well said by Satish sir as well, that how is it going to affect our profession? So in all my webinars and all my sessions, I first start with what the topic is. We shall first know what actually artificial intelligence is before diving into how it can help us as professionals, or how it can actually benefit chartered accountancy as a profession, a profession as a whole. Because I truly believe that if we do not know what a particular field is capable of doing, what a particular technology is, we cannot actually use it to our optimal use, or we cannot use it optimally. That's what I believe. So we should first understand what artificial intelligence is. When did it first come into existence? And what actually it does, what it is capable of. And then we will identify our usage. How can we use it to leverage in our profession? So moving forward, just yeah. So in today's agenda, we'll be covering introduction to AI and its evolution, what is transformer architecture and how it works, what is prompting, and then finally, that how can we actually include AI in compliance and AI in consulting. Okay, so yes, here we are. So I suppose I'm assuming that most chartered accountants have not done their AICA course. So I will begin starting from the beginning. Okay. In 1950, a person named Alan Turing came with the concept called artificial intelligence. Okay, so now what artificial intelligence is? He thought, he was once thinking that, can actually machines think? What if machines are also made smarter like humans are? You know? And in 1956 in Dartmouth conference, AI as a formal field was introduced. So first of all, it is not a new thing. AI was introduced back in 1950. Is that we want to that we need to understand. That means something existing many years ago, you know, is actually being, how is it relevant today? We'll come to that also. So, okay, we'll first start with what AI is, what artificial intelligence is, and what artificial intelligence that we're using is. Okay, so I will explain this with the help of an example. You just follow what I'm trying to tell, so that we can gauge how we can use it in our profession. So imagine collecting everything humans have written, from books, from articles, websites, conversations, Wikipedia, Reddit, and even code. This massive pile of data everywhere on the internet and everywhere, whatever is available, audio, visual, videos, pictures, everything, they are taken. This data is collected. And then this data is collected to teach the AI model, this machine, which is made smart, which we are assuming that will be made smarter to think like humans. Okay. This AI model or this machine, it is trained on the basis of this data. This data is fed into that machine to actually make it able to guess the next word. That means to make predictions, which is your machine learning. Okay. Then came complex patterns. What if it can understand complex patterns as well? And by complex patterns, I mean, have you ever seen in your phones, there's a touch recognition, a touch unlock, a facial recognition, or when we say, hey Siri, or when we say Alexa. So that is all part of your machine learning. That is all part of your artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is this. Then came machine learning, wherein data was fed and the machines were made smarter. Okay, to actually predict the next word. Okay, then this guessing game is repeated trillions of times with all kinds of sentences until the model becomes really good at understanding context, grammar, facts, and tone. So, why I'm telling this all is because to tell you how capable this model is. A model is trained, an AI model is trained, a technology is made wherein entire data is fed, data from everywhere around the globe is fed into a system, and it is trained to actually predict, make predictions, weather forecasting. Okay. Suppose DigiYatra, whenever we enter the airport and we use DigiYatra app, you can see that they recognize your face and then they open the doors. So that is what your deep learning is. Okay. So that is all artificial intelligence. Then came a breakthrough in 2017 when Google introduced a transformer architecture. You don't need to get into too much tech to understand these things, but you really need to understand these things, because when we are using technology and we are professionals, we should understand these jargons as well. Okay. So in 2017, Google came up with a transformer architecture wherein these AI tools, these AI machines, they were actually made smarter by inculcating a focus in them to focus on relevant words. And by relevant words, I mean when I am saying something, there are certain words in which I am putting pressure, and you can understand also those words. So that human-like architecture, they gave that architecture to machines as well. So they gave a transformer brain to these AI tools. Then what happened was this was made to do so that they can actually understand human language more powerfully and better in a better way. And they scaled it bigger on a bigger level with so much data. When they trained it again and again, large language models were made, which is your GPTs, Chat GPT, your Gemini by Google, your Grok by X, which is Twitter, your Claude by Anthropic, Perplexity, and Perplexity is an aggregator. But yeah, so these large language models were made. So model ban gaya, where there is data fed, it is trained to understand what is your context, what is your grammar, what is the entire text. Then once this whole entire architecture model was made, it could a breakthrough came. And what that breakthrough was, that this model was now able to not only respond to you with your question by predicting, but it was also able to generate text. So after so much of advancement, in 2020, a technology came called generative AI, which is that your AI can now produce text, produce images, and insights also. So this was possible because it was trained multiple trillions of times. Now imagine that a machine or a technology is there, a tool is there, which is as intelligent or as artificially intelligent like humans, and can work like your article. When an article it comes to our firms for joining after their intermediate or after clearing their exams, we assume that a certain set of knowledge this article possesses, and we expect this article to be efficient in that knowledge base. So this particular tool, this AI, artificial intelligence, is also similar to that only. This is your artificial agent, this is your artificial article, you can take it like that. Imagine a tool being so capable, a technology being so capable, and it has everything. It has database, and it has every knowledge base. It is so capable that it can create for you, it can make text for you, images for you, which you yourself are sitting here and doing it manually. Imagine. It is so powerful. Now comes the next point, that, okay, we understood that it can produce text, it can produce images, it can produce insights, it has transformer brain as well, just like how human neural networks are. But what is the use for chartered accountants? How can it help chartered accountants? So it can help chartered accountants in a way. First, identify your problem. You have to first jot down your problems in your head or in your notebook. Just write down what is that problem which actually hampers your productivity, because of which you're not able to move forward in your practice or in your job or wherever. You're not able to focus on other areas of your life, and you're just stuck with your clerical or routine or repetitive work. Okay. So in that case, first write down those problems. And then you can identify that, okay, these are the problems that I've shortlisted. And since this AI is so capable, this generative AI tool is so capable of delivering me anything that I asked it for, so I can now ask it questions, or I can get my work done also, from automations, from getting your text done, from getting many things done. You can actually use it. Now imagine I gave an example of an artificial article. Okay. So whenever an article comes and we assume that, okay, this is the knowledge base it has, and it has certain brain, the article has certain brains as well. Now imagine, how do you convey to your article that this is the particular, so this is the task, you have to get this task done. There is a particular way you communicate to your article. Similarly, you communicate to your AI tools as well. There is a way that we talk to our AI. There's a way that we communicate with our AI. Okay, and that way is by prompting. Prompting, which means that it is a method of giving instructions to an AI model. Prompts, they guide AI in generating the desired output. That means if I want to get a if I want to get a work done, I need to tell that AI tool that how I actually want to get that, what are the things that I want to get done. So for example, if I want to get a notice reply made, okay, I cannot vaguely tell my AI tool that draft a notice reply for me. That is not working. That is not going to work for you because you are not actually using its transformer brain. You are not using its the technology's capability to its optimum use. Then how do we actually communicate? By actually understanding what a good prompt is. Communicating with your AI and writing command to your AI is prompting. Okay, now how do we actually give a prompt? How do we do that? Just hold on. How do we do that? So first of all, we have to be extremely specific and clear. We have to provide context and constraints as well. Use step-by-step instructions for complex tasks. Test and refine prompts. I know this is all must have gone above your head, but I'll give you an example. There is a tool called, there's a website called promptingguide.ai. Wait. Yeah. So there's a website called promptingguide.ai. This will give you a glimpse of how can you actually get your prompt right. What a beautiful, right, good prompt is to get your desired result. So first of all, instruction. You have to give a role. So for example, you are a chartered accountant, you're a tax consultant. You have to tell your AI tool that act as a tax consultant or you act as a chartered accountant in practice of wherever zone you are, and then do these set of tasks, which I will eventually tell. So first, instruction, a specific task or instruction you want the model to perform. You want your AI tool to perform. Okay. Context. You have to give a context as well. External information, or is it additional context that can steer the model to better responses? That means you want to get you've given a role that act as a chartered accountant or act as a consultant and draft a reply to a notice received under Section 148 of the Income Tax Act 1961, received by an assessee, by an assessing officer, so and so. And now I'm saying, why do I write these things very particularly and in detail? Is because if we don't do that, we will lose the plot. It will start hallucinating. By hallucinating means ki, for example, if we give our article any work, and if we are not, we don't tell them specifically what work do we want to get done, they will also start lurking here and there, and they'll get confused that exactly मुझे करना क्या है. So this tool or this model is also like that. Any model for that matter. We'll come to models as well, what model to use, but how to write a good prompt is the key. You should know how you convey your particular question, query, or input. Okay, then there is context. Then there is input data, the input or question that we are interested to find a response for. Okay, so I will give you a prompt example for compliance only. See, this is a great prompt for a notice that has been served to your client, and you receive that notice and you want to get a reply made. Okay. And also, you don't have time to look into the case laws. You don't have time to look into, the sections, or you don't have time to actually draft it personally. You must have your preset formats available in your computers. But I think each case is different. And since this is generative AI, it is extremely capable of giving you a suggestion as well, because they'll generate a reply for you. They're not going to just fill in the blanks, they'll generate a reply for you. So now give an example of your prompt. Draft a detailed reply to a notice issued under Section 148 of the Income Tax Act 1961 for the assessment year 23-24 on the grounds of income escaping assessment under Section 147. The notice alleges unreported rental income, undisclosed bank interest, and unaccounted business receipts. The reply should include legal arguments, relevant case laws, references to applicable sections such as 147, 148, Section 139, etc. This is an example. Don't go by this example. This is an example. Okay. And any supporting rationale to justify non-escapement of income also include a professional tone and structure suited for submission to the assessing officer. Include these grounds. Okay. The property located at Greater Kailash, New Delhi was self-occupied for residential use during the year in question. No rental agreement exists. So my point over here is how to write a good prompt. So here we have given detail wise each points कि मुझे करवाना क्या है आपसे, मुझे मेरा actually query क्या है, what my query is. That is the most important thing. Okay, we will come to the notice part as well later on, but here we're talking about the prompt. So instruction is there, the context is there. Context is regarding the section 140 notice received on section 148 for income escaped under section 147. Example. Okay, then there is an input data. Input data means, for example, I'll be attaching a notice as well along with that. Because until unless you attach the original notice, redacted notice, there is no point that you actually asking for questions, or you can just randomly ask for us layout as well, that just give me a structure, blank reply, drafted reply for the notice, and I will fill in the blanks. You can get that done as well. Okay, then output indicator, the type of format of the output. What type of output do you want? You want it in an application form, you want it in an aggressive form, or you want it in a what do you call an announcement form. That is onto you. Whatever your query is, you need to know, and then put these elements into action. And yes, persona is extremely important. Here it is not written, but by persona means you have to give the AI tool, the model, a role. Without giving the model a role, there is no way we can achieve a better desired output. Yes, even if you write the draft a notice reply for me and for a notice received under income tax, so you can get a reply, you can get a notice drafted, but that will not be to the point. That you will still have to work upon it a lot. And one more thing is that just remember, whenever you're drafting it, reread it, explore your tools, explore these AI tools. So by AI tools, I mean just a chat GPT. This is by OpenAI of Sam Altman, which was the first GPT that came. So by GPT, I hope you're aware of what GPT is, but if you're not, let me tell you, GPT is generative pre-trained transformer. Okay, again, this is pre-trained transformer. It has transformer technology and it will give you a generative response because it is pre-trained with data. Okay, so ChatGPT is great for text generation. You can use that. You can use Gemini as well. Gemini is great as well. Gemini. I've mentioned in the PPT also. Google Gemini, that's great. So you have to explore different tools so that you know what tool actually suits you the best. You need to understand that. Identify your problem first, that this is the problem. For example, I am facing a problem with invoice processing. I have to every time write down manually, or I have to appoint a particular accountant who would write down manually all the entries in Tally or wherever, and then it will be every task is manual, every juncture is manual. So what you can do is you can go and ask your chat GPT or Grok or Gemini, any AI tool, whichever suits you, after exploring a lot on these tools, that I want to automate this task. This is the task which is too cumbersome for me. Talk to your AI tools. Don't initially take a paid version of these tools. Eventually, when you're comfortable with a particular model, that okay, I like ChatGPT, or I like Grok, or I like Claude, you can go with those tools. Eventually you can buy a paid version as well, depending upon the quantum of work you have. But this is extremely important. Till now, AI is extremely important for you. If you don't get into it, if you don't start using it today, you will not be replaced by AI, but you will be replaced by somebody who uses AI. That is for sure. Now the problem comes that it's not relevant to my field. I have set patterns, I have set Excel formulas, I have set macros run. I really don't need to indulge into AI. So I must tell you that this don't run away from technology. When something new is coming, you also know that when Nokia didn't shift, or Kodak didn't shift from the earlier previous technology, they actually they went out of the market. They were thrown out of the market. So we don't want to be thrown out of the market. Any which ways, this people are any which ways are taking consultancy from these tools and trying to replace us. But we need to put our foot inside somewhere in these AI tools so that we don't get irrelevant. Because in coming future, agentic AI is the next big thing. And imagine after agentic AI comes, we all will be affected. So we need to be in pace with these tools and these, AI models, so that we don't get irrelevant and we are not lagging behind anywhere. Okay, so be specific here. We have discussed this. Great prompt gives you great results. Garbage in, garbage out. One of the most important things of garbage in, garbage out is also that do not overshare your personal information here in the prompt. Do not share your client's confidential data in the prompt or with your AI tool, whatever tool that you're using. There's a reason behind it, is because these tools, if you're using a free tool, for example, Chat GPT, Grok, or any model, any large language model, if you're using, these models, they train on the basis of data or on the basis of questions you are also asking. So that is the beauty of these generative AI, that they train on whatever you are also asking. So just remember, whenever you put a client's data, which is not a public document, which is not a published public document, just redact the document before. By redacting, I mean, there's a in PDF or in pictures, you just put a black strip. I'll show you the example of redacting also, and how you can achieve by yourself also. Okay, so just remember about your client's confidentiality. Also, however small of a firm you have, or even if you're a single, freelancer working as a professional, just remember, take your client's consent first. It is utmost important. With Digital Privacy Data Protection Act coming up, we are already under that radar. Okay, there is a GDPR Act already in Europe. There is no particular law here as of now on AI, governing AI typically, but we are already professionals, and professional ethics is important. So just remember, do not straight away upload your client's data on the tool or model to get your answers. Just redact it. And by redacting, I'll show you an example. I'll tell you how you can achieve redacting as well, if we have enough time. By redacting, I mean, so I hope this is visible. All the important information which can leak the data of the client, from employee address, from employee name, and everything is hidden here. Okay, it's blackstriped. And I want to tell you here that I will teach you how you can do it by running a simple Python script. I'll tell you, I can share the script as well with you. This is achievable. This is a 5-minute process. Otherwise, what you'll do is you will be uploading either on the Redact PDF website or other websites. There is no point of doing that. Using AI, I generated a code. I got a Python code made, and I ran that Python code with on my PDF, and you can see the results here. And I will show you, because I am allowed to show this. So this was the earlier previous version. This was the previous version, and this is the redacted version. You upload the data like this. Now, even when you're asking your AI for the code also, that I want to redact a document, please provide me a code and explain me step by step, how do I actually run the code also, because I'm a non-tech person. You can do that. Just tell your requirements first, that these are my requirements. Make your own little tech, tech jargon, tech tool in your office. You can do that. You can automate also. Okay, so whenever we are uploading, just remember, after either by redacting, taking your, even when you're redacting, just take your client's consent. That is extremely important, because we never know, client can get be very excited, or start blaming us that, how did you use AI to do our work. Okay, so next we have AI in compliance. So when compliance comes, many of you might be handling income tax, GST, or other, for example, transfer pricing, or somebody would be in customs, or even for lawyers also. Compliance is a very big deal for us, and we spend days and days into handling this compliance. So what we can actually achieve is, we can automate our tax notice replies. We have a draft set for us, and we can get our notices replies automated. So I cannot, because of shortage of time, I cannot tell you each how you can achieve it. But what I'm trying to tell you is, now if you have identified that my problem is that I want to automate my notices reply, or I want to automate my email replies, or email finder I want to apply. Now you have a problem with you. You go to your AI tool with that problem and write a good strong prompt and get the response for it. Read it carefully. Also, wherever your AI tool gives you a response, AI model gives you a response, just remember, do not just blindly follow it. You are there for a reason. You are your subject matter expert. Just go through it and read it really properly so that you know if it is relevant for you or not. So, for example, we have a notice here, which is a sample notice. And this is the sample notice that I got made by the AI only. Okay. I just asked ChatGPT to give me a sample notice so that I can give you an example. Okay, so this is a sample notice. Now I've received this notice. I read this notice, but I'm juggling. I either I'm a starter or a senior chartered accountant, but I am juggling to handle this notice. What I can do actually is I can upload this notice on my AI model, and the model that is most comfortable for me is ChatGPT, that I personally use, and I use a paid version here. I can upload this sample notice here from the plus sign. I hope this plus sign is visible from the plus sign here in the chatgpt.com website. I upload the sample notice here, and the draft that I showed, that I shared with you while I was telling you how a good prompt is, what a good prompt is. So this draft, I copy it from here, this prompt, and I paste it here. So the sample notice said that there is reference to assessment. I am pretty sure that this is not how an actual notice comes, but this is a this is an AI made, and this is just an example for reference. Okay. So details of income escaping assessment, unreported rental income amounting to INR 60,000, then undisclosed interest income, 70,000 from fixed deposits, omitted business receipts, unaccounted business turnover, 12 lakh. Okay, so these are the problems. So we have identified that these are the questions that we have to, these are the allegations that have come to us, these points. And now we have to prepare our grounds. So we will prepare the prompt for it. We just have to give a prompt and upload the redacted version of our notice. And redact, I showed you how the redact works. Okay. And we will give our grounds as well, that the property located at Greater Kailash was self-occupied. The interest income from DF Bank was duly included under income from other sources. The amount of 12 lakh is gross turnover already disclosed in ITR. So this is a sample prompt. Okay. Now we upload it here. Okay. I will add here, act as a practicing chartered accountant in India. Now draft a reply. Okay, so one more thing. I have directly written this in ChatGPT 5, which is the original model. You can go to CAGPT, which is Institute's own GPT, fine-tuned for different acts and different needs. I'll show that page as well. But we can, for starters, we can just see it here. So it has made the reply. Preliminary compliance to the Deputy Commissioner, subject respected sir. Now you're not happy with this sort of, the format. You can tell it that this is not the format I like. Or if you like some other format, you can paste that format, that this is the format I want. Now fill in the details. Alleged unreported rental income, alleged undisclosed interest income, alleged omitted this, legal submissions. Now, what you need to do is you need to double check the case laws, and you need to double check the sections as well. Why so? Why do you need to do this? Is that if this role is also taken away from you, then we are out. We should have this role wherein we are vouching. Even when our article comes with some work that he has done, we vouch it, no? We do not blindly follow what our article or our staff has done. We first we review it, we see it, and then we approve it. And there only we can, we give it for final submissions, or we give it for final preparation. Okay, so we have to do this task. And for this, what you can do is you can create your own chatbot also with the help of either Notebook LM or Zapier or Dante. You can create your own chatbot with giving your entire by giving your entire knowledge base of Income Tax Act, all the updated case laws and everything. Knowledge bank आप उसको दो और वो chatbot बना लो. So every time, whenever you get such a draft prepared by your chat GPT, you can also check it there and then in your knowledge bank. So I will tell you Zapier. So I made a onboarding chatbot for my staff to actually learn from there whenever they join, whenever there are new staff joins in. I used to struggle actually preparing them for the work and training them. So I created a chatbot only so that they don't need to run here and there, and they can ask with the chatbot. So likewise, you can create your own chatbot of your own knowledge base by coming to this website called Zapier, and here's the chatbot. I'm using a free version as of now. And they have an API access of your OpenAI as well. API by API access means they are using ChatGPT as their base. So this is, for example, this is an article onboarding chatbot. You can create your own chatbot of um, your knowledge bank. For example, taxation, GST, or whatever. Okay, you can create that. So this is the place wherein, for example, I will just show you it. Create. Yeah. So on the right hand side, there's a create plus button. We click on that and we create a mini income tax bot. There are other tools as well, which are great, but for me, this suits well. Now imagine I have to give a prompt to this as well. I want to get my notices of reply made. For that, I want to recheck also what sections and what case laws are applicable. And now I want to give a knowledge bank as well. So what do I do for this knowledge bank? This directive here on the left hand side, as you can see, get your prompt made by ChatGPT or Grok or Gemini, whatever suits you. Because once you start using these AI tools, they also get trained on what sort of answers you like, what sort of answers you prefer. They are extremely intelligent there. So you can get that made here. I wish to create a chatbot via Zapier for knowledge base on the entire Income Tax Act, along with relevant and latest case laws. Take reference only from government website like incometax.gov.in. Now provide me with a prompt which I can paste at Zapier. Along with that, what you can do, you can attach the links as well. You can attach your PDF as well. All what PDF you have, you can attach that as well. You should attach that, because otherwise that is also AI. This is also AI. So how different it is. You need to attach your crisp PDFs as well of that this is the text, this is the original text. And if there is an update that comes, you have to go to this website and do all of that. So you are an expert tax advisor chatbot. इसी ने आपको prompt दे दिया. Specializing in Indian Income Tax Act, along with, wait, I'll just open it. Knowledge source restriction, output format, section provision summary, official wording, example. Always cite the official source link. So I'll just copy it from here and we are just trying to explore it here. Okay. So just remember that anything that we're trying to achieve with any AI model, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in just one go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So you don't need to get disheartened. You just need to practice every day. So I'll write, hey, I am your tax mini tax buddy. Okay. Okay. Now I'll save changes. I hope this is all visible. Hey, I'm your mini tax buddy. I want to share this from here. And I'll ask for a public link. Anyone with this link? Copied. And I'll go here. And I'll paste it. Hey, I'm your mini tax buddy. Brief me on section 2 of Income Tax Act 1967. Okay, so since we have not given it all the PDFs that we are required to give it of the context and of actual cases, actual case laws, and the relevant website also, it is just giving us these things that the section is foundation and specific case laws interpreting terms defined in this section are numerous. However, no particular case law is directly attributed. This is because our chatbot is very at a very initial stage. We haven't uploaded a knowledge base. Once we start uploading a knowledge base, when we upload all in the PDF or whatever format that we can in the link format as well, it will start giving us responses. But this is an overview that if you have something like this at the disposal of your hand, in your hand, if you're using in your phone, and anytime a notice reply comes and you can just ask your conversing, also ask your mini bot that, okay, this is the case law, is it somewhere there in my dictionary? It'll give you a response. So this is how it can be available for you. Zapier is most easiest to make. You can use Notebook LM as well. Okay. So this is one part of compliance that we go through. Okay. Same GST calculator and filings you can do. Calculators can be made. Just hold on. Yeah. Calculators can be made. NPA calculators can be made, and automated calculators can be made, wherein you just need to ask for a Python code and they will give you a code. You ask them how to run that code and give them your query that this is what the formula for NTA is. This is the website, or these are the IRACA norms, IRAC norms. And now just create a code wherein my NPA calculation can be automated. It'll automatically calculate. I've made that for myself as well. Okay. So you can do all of that with the use of AI. Again, I'm telling you need to identify first what your problem is. First, jot down your problem, write great prompt, choose your AI model or explore different models that which is giving the best result, and then go with it. Take a paid version. Okay, so taking a paid version also helps in case of data privacy. Although they claim that they're not training, but to an extent they do train. But yeah, that is still helpful because once you pay for it, there is they're bounded that they don't train their data. Okay. So now comes our next AI in consulting and advisory. Okay. So for example, we have to forecast cash flows, analyze client data, generate real-time dashboards, use AI models to perform business valuations, many more things. Again, same thing. Just redact your document, upload it on your any model. So one model which I feel the best is for data visualization analysis is Claude. I recently used Claude for analyzing a listed corporate, public document of a cooperative, wherein I wanted to actually analyze the trend analysis, because my client was a private client, and I couldn't upload that data directly here. So I was wanting to analyze the industry specifics of that cooperative. So what I did was I picked up this federated cooperatives because it was similar to my client's field, and I generated a prompt. How? That analyze the attached 2-year consolidated audited financial statements for Federated Cooperatives Limited, provide trend analysis of key financial ratios, industry benchmarking insights, red flag identification for potential issues, strategic recommendations for management, cash flow pattern analysis, working capital optimization suggestions, focus on liquidity, profitability, efficiency, and leverage ratios. So if you want to actually go through your client's past data, or if you have a public listed client or a client whose documents are published, you can use that as well. You can use it very, honestly, normally here, because there is no problem in redacting a published document. You don't really need to redact that. Okay. And if you want to analyze for your client also, instead of manually running, formulas in Excel and macros, or for somebody who doesn't want to actually do it in Excel, you can get it done here as well. So present findings as a management report with actionable insights, present in a comparative dashboard style, and I upload the consolidated financials as well. Okay. Obviously, you'll have to upload that, because without that, it is not possible. So wait, I'll show you in upload. Also, you cannot upload in a free version too many files here. There is a limitation. So just remember to use it wisely in a free version. And in a dashboard style. And if I say that, give me a real-time dashboard, wherein if I want to update data also or edit data also, it'll do that as well. So as you can see here, so the latest one that I just wrote was giving me in a very different normal format. Okay. But I have run this. I've run this prompt many times in Claude, and every time, since it is generative AI, it is going to give you a different response. So this was one of the responses that I liked the most, wherein this was a dashboard style. Okay, and I've saved also different, which I'll show you after I put a prompt. So I hope this is visible. So everything it has given: liquidity analysis, profitability analysis, efficiency analysis, only by giving this prompt that I just shared, and by uploading the documents, the consolidated financials. And the consolidated financials also I'll show you, which I downloaded from the internet only. This was the entire report. So this was the entire report. And I don't have time to actually go through this entire report and study it. So I uploaded it, and I asked for an interactive dashboard. Similar thing you can also do with your auditing as well. You can create a real-time audit dashboard. I tried it on PwC's report, one of PwC's report, wherein real-time interactive. So this is the real-time interactive dashboard. I uploaded a PwC internal audit dashboard example, wherein I asked that, can you create a real-time dashboard from this image? So whenever I upload data, my dash also changes. So this is an interactive dashboard that it gave me, wherein I can from here change the data as well. Only by a simple prompt this is possible. Low risk observations, moderate risk. So this is for my analysis and my visualization, wherein I can get a good overview, wherein I don't need to go through the entire document and study it. You can create your own local offline tools as well. If you don't want to, if you're too skeptical about uploading your documents over here, your client's data over there, you can create your own document as well, as I've created own offline tool as I've created like this. This is an intelligent notices reader that I've created for myself, wherein for my clients. So I upload a sample notice here and it'll analyze. And it is running on offline local. Okay, failed to analyze because my Olama might not be working in PowerShell here. Okay, fine. So we have shortage of time. This is one document that this is one reader you can make for yourself as well. Okay, then we will come to our next point, which is the key takeaways. So before getting into key takeaways, I want to share one Python script with you, which will give you one hint of capabilities as well, which will let you know how capable AI is if you use it wisely in your profession. There is a very big problem that every time I have to upload a document, now I have to redact it also. What do I do? I can't teach you entire Python process, but what I can do is that I can show you. I got a Python code made by my AI tool only. And this is completely non-tech. And why I am giving you hints of all these things and why I'm telling you in a very overview ways, because you can, if you want to know more about it, you can get in touch with me as well and you can understand more about more tools. But but I'm just trying to give you a glimpse of what all you can achieve actually. So this was the code that I got made from the AI tool. I used Claude first, but then there were some problems in that. So I used ChatGPT finally. So this means that it is running. And now it is telling me, tell me which PDF do you want to redact? So I am going to copy this and I'll paste it here and I'll write the name of the PDF that I want to redact. And there is a PDF that I've saved, which is SCN. So I'll just write scn.pdf here. I'm just trying to give you a glimpse of the capabilities and enter. Okay. So I will first show you the show cause notice, which is non-redacted. Sorry. Yeah. So this is the non-redacted show cause notice. It is uploading, just wait. Yeah. So this is the non-redacted show cause notice. Okay. And now after running the script, as you can see here, it says that total items redacted 21, saved as scn redacted.pdf. Now let's go to our, wait, yeah, scn redacted. It has redacted it completely because wherever the original main information is available, because I have given this command to my, I have added this in my code that all the important information involving this, and this should be hidden. So let me see what all it has hidden. Okay, so there is the name, GST number, reference number, all of that. It has redacted. I have given additional details, which is why it has also redacted my description, but I will update it. All I'm telling you is that it is possible only by giving a prompt to your GPT or your tool, AI tool, whatever you're using, and you can achieve that. This is possible in 5 minutes. Imagine you don't need to go to any website to get your redaction done. Okay, and the prompt that I wrote was this. So first I went to my AI tool. I told that I please write a prompt for me because I want to redact my PDF and all of these things I want to redact, like name, ID, email ID, address, my signature details, authorized signatory details, bank details, PAN, Aadhaar, and all of these things, as you can see. And now give me an intensive prompt for this so that I will give that prompt to you only, and then you can give me a Python code for it. And this is what the prompt it gave me. Create a Python script that runs fully offline to black out sensitive information in any PDF, save a redacted copy. It must work reliably across different PyMU PDF versions. So eventually, if we start learning a bit of tech, which I'm also a non-tech person, so I learned from AI tool only, the AI model only. Just teach me how do I do that. So when I asked for a redact prompt, it told me to actually install PyMUDF. So just I'll tell you that also in command prompt. See. Okay, so this is pip install PyMUDF. So this is MU PDF. So this is what the AI model only told me. Okay, so these are the capabilities, and this is what we can achieve with the help of AI if we use these tools properly. So key takeaways that we
Sorry,
have
ma'am.
is, I know. I'm just winding up because these are to 15
Yeah,
minutes
ma'am.
of minutes. So I know
Yeah,
I'm
ma'am.
just winding up. I'm
Yeah,
already
yeah,
over.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. We can
So
move forward to the Q&A session also.
yeah, for sure, for sure. If anybody has any questions till now
Yeah.
that we've done, just let me know. And also for any questions further, you can connect with me over here as well.
Uh, Ma'am, there were a few common questions asked by some of the members attending the webinar. So can I tell you the question?
Yeah, just tell me the question. These questions are not visible to me particularly.
Yeah, yeah, I am communicating to you the same.
Just let me know. Yeah.
Ma'am, one question was asked by person that is a co-pilot of
Hmm.
Microsoft Office
Microsoft.
365, how it will impact on the privacy.
So privacy is a very big issue that what I said in my during my session as well. That for privacy, one of the most important thing is take a paid version first of all, because then there is an agreement also when you take a paid version, they cannot train on the basis of their documents. And then if you're too concerned, then go and read about privacy policies in their AI models only, on their websites only, whether it is OpenAI, whether it is Microsoft.
Okay,
Purchase the paid version in that case if it was being used too often by you, because they are also covered under any act followed for the data privacy. So they will not actually use your data to train, or they will not leak your data. They're also responsible for that. And again, for data confidentiality, redact is what the star tool of today is what I showed in the end. Redact, blackstrip on your own. Just
okay.
redact either on your own if you can do it. Either do that or take a paid version of Adobe Acrobat for PDFs or for photos and images. You can redact that.
Hmm.
You can create a tool for all for that as well.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And second question was that can you share some few currently available and user-friendly AI tools for financial statement analysis? Was asked by this question was asked by one of the members.
I shared it is. I've even shared in my PPT. If you can
Yeah,
share
yeah,
it with,
yeah,
it is CLAUDE.ai Claude AI by Anthropic. It is good for financial analysis, as I showed here. This entire dashboard is made via Claude only by giving a very simple prompt.
yeah.
Okay, this is the spelling of Claude. CLAUDE.ai. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am, for your insightful session and remarkable educational knowledge. We are truly humbled by your session, and we gained so much, and we got opportunity to learn about AI tools and how it will shape our future. Now I want to
Yeah.
invite the second speaker of our session, CA Kartik Jindal. CA Kartik Jindal is one of the top scorer in financial reporting in CA examination with All India rank 9 He has also delivered more than 200 seminars and webinars on various platforms across India, and he has been also mentoring his students as well to help them clear examination. Now, without taking any time, I would like to invite CA Karthik Jindal to start his session on uh, financial reporting for the non-corporate entities. So, Karthik sir, you can take over.
Uh, Thank you, Shrey bhai. So, first of all, I would like to thank the CP committee of ICI for giving me that wonderful opportunity to interact with all the august members, Honorable Chairman Sir, CA Satish Kumar Sir, Honorable Vice Chairman Sir, and all the technical committees and my co-speaker and हमारे जो moderator हैं, Shrey ji, thank you so much. First of all, a very warm welcome to all the respected members which are listening to me. The topic for the today is financial reporting for non-corporate entities. It's a very important and very hot topic. The first thing is, sir, the many main hot question, sir, whether the new guidance note financial statement format is mandatory applicable for the chartered accountants or not. Many of us are asking that question again and again, that, sir, this format is mandatory or not? In a very simple term, sir, this format is mandatory for the chartered accountant in practice, which is signing authority. Sir, why this is mandatory, sir? Please remember, this is the guidance notes. The two thing is very important: guidance note and technical guide. In year 2021, ICI issued a technical guide, not ICI, Accounting Standard Board issued a technical guide on financial statement for non-corporate entities. And after 3 years, they have issued a revised guide, which is applicable from 1st April 2024 onwards. Guidance note for the non-corporate entities. Sir, we always assume the thing as we study that, sir, guidance note is always recommendatory. Sir, it is not like that. Guidance note have a two concepts, sir. One is accounting concept, second is auditing concept. If any guidance note has an auditing link, for example, guidance note on Caro, guidance note on Asset 240, guidance note on asset, guidance note on how we can conduct audit, it is always recommendatory, because as an auditor, we have a very wide scope. As an auditor, we need to check our integrity according to the complexity, according to the business, according to the nature. So guidance note is recommendatory in case the guidance note is issued on the concept of audit part. But sir, this guidance note is not an audit part. It's a financial statement format. It's a presentation part. It's a accounting part. When the guidance note are in the accounting part, then it is a mandatory for the chartered accountant. Sir, suppose if we don't make the financial statement according to the new guidance note, then sir, what are the controversies, what are the situations? Sir, that is nothing today. The chartered accountant shall be deemed to be guilty according to the Chartered Accountant Act 1949. Sir, which schedule? Second schedule, part 2, clause number 1. A chartered accountant, whether in practice or not, if contravenes any of the guidelines, any of the guidance issued by the ICI, they shall to be have the deemed to be guilty of the professional misconduct. So member, first thing, if you do not sign the financial statement for the non-corporate according to the new financial statement format, then you should be deemed to be guilty of the professional misconduct as per Chartered Accountant Act. Sir, please give us the remedy. The one important question. You are listening to me. I'm not able to see you, sir, but you need to participate me on the one simple question, sir. Are you awake, sir? Please listen to me. I'm asking a very simple one thing from you. Suppose, sir, not suppose, you have a chartered accountancy firm, for example. You are not see on that app, you are the assessee, and I am your tax auditor. I am your tax auditor, and you are the assessee. The financial statement is the responsibility of the management. This is not said by me. This is said by the ICI. This is a normal rule that financial statement kya banana preparation is in the right of the assessee, not the auditor. The auditor responsibility duty is to audit the financial statement, whether they are free from the material misstatement and whether they are compliant with the proper accounting standards or not with the proper disclosure. The only question is that is accounting standard is applicable or not on your partnership firm? Sir, actually happening is different. I'm not asking this. I'm simple question. Technically, legally, strictly, if you are the assessee of your chartered accountancy firm and you need to get your account tax audited, then if legally you make the financial statement whether accounting standard will applicable or not, sir, in the last 30 years, 25 years, 40 years, sir, it is applicable. Sir, how can you say that silly question, sir, whether the AS is applicable or not? Nahi, sir. No, sir. Please answer me the simple question, whether Partnership Act demand any accounting standard applicability, whether any Partnership Act 1932, whether any Partnership Act 1932 define any accounting standard? No. Whether your partnership deed is having any accounting standard? No. Sir, it is there in the Companies Act. Sir, Companies Act provision is not applicable to the non-corporate. It is not applicable to the firm, trader, manufacturer, trust, NGO, AOP, BOI. It is not applicable. Then what, sir? Any income tax act? Whether income tax act allow the use of accounting standard? No. Sir, accounting standard is not mandatory applicable for the assessee. Please note one thing. Accounting standard is not compulsory applicable for the assessee. Then why, sir? Why we are using the accounting standards, sir? Because institute has issued a guideline. Institute had issued a accounting standard for the non-corporate entities, and it is equally applicable on the chartered accountant who are doing the attestation function. This is not said by me. It is said by the Chartered Accountant Act 1949 and the preface to the accounting standard. Preface to the accounting standard, sir, please note that it's only a 5-page document, preface to the accounting standard. But sadly, harshly, I need to say one thing. This document is not written by us. हमने कभी सर इसको पढ़ा ही नहीं सर. Only 5-page document, preface to the accounting standard. Very easy, fundamental foundation document for the chartered accountant who are doing the attestation function shall know that what is the written in the preface to the accounting standard. So just give me one question, sir. Whether we studied accounting standard or not, whether we studied auditing standard or not, sir. No, sir. We are only doing income tax, GST, income tax, GST. I know it is very important, sir, but the accounting standard is the foundation for the anything, sir. Can you imagine without accounting standard, you are doing income tax practice? That is impossible. Without the help of accounting standard, even you cannot file a income tax return of any assessee who is having an ITR 3, sir. You should have the knowledge of the accounting standards. I'm not saying the fact, but 2 minutes, but for the 5 to 10 minutes, I am diverting the topic, sir, because the requirement is very important. The one number question is that, can a chartered accountant can sign a provisional balance sheet? Ask, sir, can a chartered accountant can sign a provisional balance sheet, sir? Sir, as we know, sir, no, sir. A chartered accountant cannot sign a provision balance sheet. It is not like that, sir. Member can sign a provisional balance sheet. Yes, sir. How? Second thing, can a chartered accountant can sign a projected balance sheet, projected profit and loss account, projected anything? No, sir. The member cannot sign, sir. Why? So this will be guilty of the professional misconduct. No, sir. Legally, member can also sign the prospective financial information, prospective balance sheet, prospective anything the member can sign, sir, with the help of the essay. No, sir. We always think only essay is there. Sir, first is SQC, Standard on Quality Control. how many you are watching, and if you have a CA firm, sir, if your firm does not have an SQC policy, standard on quality control policy, I humbly request you, please make it as your SQC policy, please. If you do not have any format, please ask to me. I will give to you the exact format that how can you make a SQC policy. Second thing, please taking the engagement letter from the client, whether a normal client or big client, please take a engagement letter. Third, please take a MRL, management representation letter. So it's a very important the part of the audit documentation. So first is SQC, second is SA, which we usually adopt, standards on auditing. Third is sir SRE, standards on review engagement. Uh, Another one, SAE, standards on assurance engagement. Then fifth is SRS, standards on related services. Sir, with the help of SRS 4410, please write number. SRS 4410 compilation engagement, you can sign a बैलेंस शीट विच इज प्रोविजनल सर फॉर्मेट कहाँ मिलेगा सर वेयर इज द फॉर्मेट सर वी ओनली नीड फॉर्मेट सर फॉर्मेट इज आल्सो अवेलेबल ऑन द लास्ट पेज ऑफ द SRS 4410 you can type in the institute website SRS 4410 document will be open, essay will be there for you, and the format is also attached at the end of the SRS 4410. Sir, how can we sign a prospective financial information with the help of SAE 3400 prospective financial information? Sir, also I humbly request you, sir, please update the wordings of your net worth certificate. Please update the wording of your turnover certificate. Please update the wordings of your fixed asset certificate. Please update the wording of certificate that we use to sign day-to-day basis, sir, because the guidance note for the special purpose report and certificate is there in the ICI, and if we contravenes any of the guidelines issued by that guidance note, we shall to be have deemed guilty. And in the recent cases, many of the chartered accountant are facing the penalties because by misintentionally, by many of things, the wordings are not updated and the chartered accountant are penalizing in the Chartered Accountant Act 1949. Now, sir, the very important question, let's back to the accounting standard. Sir, as we initially stated that accounting standard is not mandatory applicable from the non-corporate, means partnership firm, any trader, any sole proprietorship firm, any trust, any NGO, any manufacturer, any AOP, any BOI, because sir, because it is not applicable on the SSC, it is applicable on the chartered accountant. It is the duty and responsibility of the chartered accountant that if any SSC that you are attesting any of the financial information, if contravenes any of the guidelines issued by the accounting standard issued by the ICI, or any presentation error, any disclosure error, the only duty is to report to the member, report to the audit report. In case of the non-corporate entity, we have a only audit report because we do not issue a separate audit report. We only issue Form 3CB, right, sir? Form 3CB, please remember, Form 3CB. Our favorite single page document, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 5-line item, Form 3CB. We need to report all the observation, all the things that we know that in the financial statement, in the balance sheet, in the P&L, that is non-compliance with regard to the accounting standard, with regard to the disclosure, with regard to the presentation, shall be reported to the Form 3CB. Main question is that, sir, is there any remedy? Is there any remedy so that we also save, client also safe? Very simple question. Sir, can this guidance note which is issued by the ICI can bind the assessee? सिंपल सवाल सर, क्या ये गाइडेंस नोट असेसी को बांध सकता है? कैन दिस गाइडेंस नोट बाइंड द असेसी? नो सर, नो. I am assessee. I am making my financial statement. I am assessee according to Income Tax Act. I am the person according to Income Tax Act 1961, and my turnover increases to 1 CR. I am liable to tax audit. I am liable to tax audit. Then I am making the financial statement. Only income tax guidelines and law which is applicable on to me is only applicable to me mandatory. ICI guidance note is not applicable on the assessees. Or being from the ICI platform, being a chartered accountant, speaking from the ICA platform, I am saying very openly, very clearly, very humbly that this guidance note is not mandatory from the perspective of the assessee. Sir, if assessee does not make the financial statement format according to the guidance note, sir, which means we need to qualify the report. Which means we need to qualify the report. Sir, this is not like that. Sir, this is not like that. Can the format of the financial statement can make a basis from the true and fair? No, sir, not at all. The main thing is that, sir, the main thing is that T-shape format which we are using, which the assessee is making from the number of years, this simple T-shape format, assets, liability, only a T-shape format, if it is compliance with the accounting standard. If proper disclosure have been enacted to that, proper presentation is enacted to that financial statement, then sir, this is a properly valid report. You don't need to qualify that. You don't need to qualify that report in your matter. Just you need to write one thing in the form 3CB. You need to write one thing, sir, because this guidance note is applicable on you. And this is not a auditing part. This is not audit part. This is accounting part, because presentation includes in the accounting part. And if chartered accountant does not abide by the guidelines of ICI, they need to specifically mention in their auditor report that the assessee has not complied this guidance note format while making the financial statement. Then this line you need to report in your form 3CB mandatorily. If assessee do not want to comply with the guidance note format issued by the ICI, that's a simple trick. That's the not issue, sir. No issue at all. You don't need to worry about that thing that I will issue a qualification which mera kya hoga, sir. Nothing like that. So you need to write only one line in your form 3CB that the assessee has not prepared its financial statement, that is balance sheet and profit and loss account and notes to account, in accordance with the financial statement format prescribed under guidance note issued by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. You need to write that line. You need to write that observation in your form 3CB. If you write that observation and you are making a T-shape financial statement format, old financial statement format, it is absolutely fine, sir. If this is only in the one case, if your assessee does not want to make that according to the new financial statement format, then you can use the line. So the second question, sir, which is very important. The second question, which is very important, sir, I am just, sir, screen, sir, is visible or not, sir? Shrey, bhaiya, whether my screen is there or not?
Visible, visible.
Okay, great. So I am asking you a very simple question, sir. Very simple question, sir. Please, sir, tell what the question you are asking. So this is form 3CB. This is form 3CB. Now the question is that how many of us, including me, have read that form 3CB very carefully? In सर किसने ये फॉर्म 3CB अच्छे से पढ़ा है अभी तक? If any of us have undergone the form 3CB very carefully? Sir, I guess I'm not asking any statement, but I guess no, sir. Now the question is that all the qualification, sir, what qualification do we add in the form 3CB? First, cash is not verified by us. Cash is certified by the management. Inventory is certified by the management. We don't, sir, we don't know whether the inventory is there or not. We don't know, sir, whether the cash is there or not. Third, sir, sundry debtor is subject to confirmation. Sir, we don't know, sir, whether the debtors are real or not. Fourth point, sundry debtor are subject to confirmation. Fourth, sundry creditors are subject to confirmation. Another, sir, we don't know whether the creditor is accurate or not. Fifth point is that purchase vouchers are not available. Sir, we don't know the purchase are there or real or not. Loans are subject to confirmation, sir. Sixth point is that TDS is not matching. Seventh point is that GST is also not matching. So there are number of points that we are again repeatedly mentioned day and night, again and again, again and again, again and again. Securities are not subject to confirmation, and many of the points, sir. Many of the points, sir. But the main question is that we majority of, I'm not saying the fact, but in my opinion, it's only my opinion, majority of the chartered accountant which is doing the tax audit are mentioned that observation in point number 5. They are making that observation, making the thing cut, copy and paste in the point number 5. Sorry, I'm using the word cut, copy as paste, but this is reality thing. We need to change that thing, sir. In the point number 5th, but the main question is that please read the point number 5. In my opinion, and to best of my information and explanation given to me, the particular, please read carefully, sir. The particular given in the said form 3CD. The particular given in the said form 3CD are true and correct, subject to following observation. You are making the observation of inventory, debtor, cash, creditor, loan, security, revenue, depreciation, many of the qualification, many of the things, many of the accounting issue, many of the presentation issue, many of the disclosure issue, we are repeatedly informing in the point number 5. Sir, they are asking only about the 3CD. Sir, they are asking only observation qualification, if we have any, only about the form 3CDV, point 1 to 44 only. Point 1 to 44 of 3CD. You can make that observation in this point number 5. But sir, we do not have, if we are mentioning the observation from the financial information aspect, means a balance sheet point of view, a P&L point of view, notes point of view, policies point of view, if we are mentioning that information point number 5, sorry to say, sir, we are doing a very big non-compliance. We are doing a very big blunder for that mistake. And I humbly ask you, sir, I humbly telling you one point, sir, please, this year, if you sign the tax audit report, if you sign the form 3CB, I humbly by hand folding requesting you, please do not fill that information is point number 5. Then, sir, where I will give my observation, sir, you will give only point number 3. We need to give that observation on the point number 3. Please, sir, please read carefully. If you have hash, we report the following observation, comment, inconsistency, funny. Suppose, sir, we are making all the observation is point number 5. That means point number 3 is blank. Point number 3 is blank, which ultimatum means, which legally means if we need to file a case on the Supreme Court, if you need to fight a case in the High Court or in the ICI DC committee, for example, if anybody complain us, sir, who are the complainant? Sir, you know one fact, sir. Income Tax Act doesn't have a direct power. Income Tax Act doesn't having and direct power to initiate a suit or no, sir. No. They will, if they are finding any complaint, they will file a complaint to the ICI DC committee, sir. They will file a complaint to the ICI DC committee, sir. And sir, you know that if any cases by chance we audit, mostly for the non-corporate, go to scrutiny, there shall a complainant. ICI suo moto, do not take any action, because sir, NFRA is not applicable on the non-corporates. It's not applicable. Taxation Quality Review Board is not applicable on the non-corporate. Financial Reporting Review Board is not applicable on the non-corporate. Quality Review Board is not applicable on the non-corporate. SEBI not applicable to the non-corporate. Mostly in the cases of RBI, not applicable for the non-corporate, sir. Then the only thing is the ICI Disciplinary Committee, DC or BOD, Board of Director, Board of Discipline is applicable on us according to the Section 21 of the Chartered Accountants Act 1949. But sir, for giving ambit in the DC committee, the complainant should be there. Without complainant, how can anybody feel guilty? Sir, mostly cases, I'm telling you with the fact that bankers are filing complaints. Bankers are filing complaint for the chartered accountant now. The financial statement there, that for the non-corporate, that we are giving to the banker, because sir, non-corporate doing tax audit only for the mainly one purpose, to obtain loan from the bank. Many of the non-corporates wishes to opt for the tax audit. This is also no use, that non-corporate main purpose to get their account audited and tax audited according to the Income Tax Act 1961 is to obtain a loan from the bankers. And for obtaining a loan, we need to submit a balance sheet, profit and loss account, notes to account, accounting policies, anything which is documents, sir. Bankers are evaluating our financial statement, and if they are aware many of the financial discrepancy, they are filing complaint directly to the ICAI DC department. Second is, sir, trust. If you are doing the audit of a trust, I'm asking very, very, very clearly, if you are doing audit of the trust, sir, please make sure that you take proper documentation. Mostly trustees have filing complaint because, sir, I'm not saying on fact on live TV, but if there is any dispute between the trustees, for example, if in any foundation, any NGO, any trust, they have, for example, 5 trustee or 6 trustee, 1 over, if you are auditor, then that means that some of the any one trustee is having a friend or having any indirect direct link, and you sign the financial statement in the confidence of 1 trustee or 2 trustee or 3 trustee, but other 3 are not aware. If future in any dispute between them, soft target कौन है सबको पता है, मैं नहीं बोलने वाला, who is the soft target, they are filing complaint to the ICI that, sir, this is not audited. सर, किसने भुगता, कौन, बिना वजह, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट. Second, partnership. For example, 5 partner is there. For example, some dispute happen, directly file complaint with the ICI that chartered accountant is involved with that thing. Sir, please. Why I'm saying that? Because we are showing the point 3A blank. बिल्कुल blank. That means, sir, we have not given any single qualification that the financial statement is true and fair without any single qualification. But sir, we are making the qualification point number 5. Doesn't matter. Because this is only for the 3CD, not for the financial statement. They shall be considered as irrelevant. Sir, what we need to do? You need to shift your point. From point number 5 to point number 3A for the financial statement perspective, for the balance sheet perspective, from the profit and loss perspective, from the notes to account perspective, and from the accounting policies perspective. We need to shift the point from the point number 5 to point number 3A to save. But sir, the question is that the space when we filing the form 3CB, the space in the form point number 3A is very small. It's very limited to the number of words. All the observation can't be fitted in the point number 3A. Then what we can do, sir? You can do only one thing. please write point number 3A as per annexure H, as per annexure A, as per annexure G, as per annexure number anything, and attach separately when you attach the other documents of the financial statement. Please starting doing like that. Now coming to the observation, I'm coming to the observation. Sundry debtor are subject to confirmation. Okay, sir. Debtor is also not. Creditor is also not. Loan is also not. Security is also not. Cash is also not. Inventory is also not. And many other MSME is also not. Many other are also not. Sir, we are, but all the things are, we don't know. Then, sir, it's a disclaim opinion. How can we are giving interment fair opinion, sir? If we don't know, because, sir, if this is the mostly alarming situation, sir. This is a mostly alarming situation. I'm not taking up to that situation to higher level, but my main responsibility, because the financial statement format, you all know that what is exactly the change, the what is the wording. This is exact the replica of the Schedule 3 to the Companies Act. The new financial statement format is exactly the replica of the Schedule 3. I'm not talking about that format changes. I'm talking about the practically errors, financial reporting, the topic for the non-corporate that we are committing daily, day-to-day basis. Sir, my only objective is just a little bit of improvement I want from you, sir. Just a little bit of improvement I want from you. I'm not saying that you will do all the things that I say in 1 hour. This is a 10-hour topic, sir. 10-hour topic in 1 hour. I will not able to communicate all my feeling, all my calculation, all my analysis, all my observation to you. The time allow, I'm telling you the fact. One thing, sir, we need to must inform that. One thing, I need to must inform point that we are writing one word. Inventories or store are certified by the management. So please tell me one simple thing. Whether the balance sheet or profit and loss is not certified by the, it's not certified by the any SSC management. It is certifying us, sir. That's why they are bring back to you. Please get my account audited. Sir, कौन बनाता है, क्या बनाता है, सर मैं भी जानता हूँ, आप भी जानते हो. I'm not going on that fact. I'm going on the legal fact. It is a SSC financial statement, and we are writing the same thing. Cash is verified by the management. Sir, this is not the right thing to use, because this is only implied condition that SSC is certifying all the things, and as the auditor, our responsibility is to verify the things whether they are accurate or not. Simple, but simple, sir. Second point is that sundry debtor are subject to confirmation. Sir, please tell me how you arrive at that observation. Observation means qualification. You are qualifying the report by saying that sundry debtor are subject to confirmation. Is you having an audit evidence regarding that? I know, sir. It's a cut copy paste line. I know, sir. It's a cut copy paste line again and again. आप 10 साल पहले की उठा लो, सेम टू सेम लाइन मिलेगी सर आपको. That debtor are subject to confirmation. Right, sir? Sir, क्या कोई documentation है? Whether we having an audit documentation behind that? I'm not saying that don't write that line. Please write that line, sir. लेकिन कोई document तो होना चाहिए. Whether you have initiated the SA 505 process external confirmation, because you write the word. What word? Subject to confirmation. Sundry debtor are subject to means you have initiated the SA 505 external procedure, external confirmation from the debtor and the creditors. But in reality, we do not have any document. I just only have one request from you, sir. This is the starting for the thing. अभी time पड़ा है. Now we have a many more time for the tax audit. 45 days are left. 45 days at least. Do one thing, sir. Tell your article or you own one debtor on the list of the vendor, one creditor, one security holder, the security which we are given, one loan, the loan which we are given, the loan which we take, one party. Write an email to all of them. Write an email to all of them. That's sir, that is this is the balance, for example, 15 lakh rupees, 18 lakh rupees, any number amount is there. You can write the mail to them. Then mail to them and ask them, if you do not reply within 7 days, if you do not reply within 7 days, we shall assume that the balance is confirmed. There is no observation from my side. Sir, but how we can get email from the vendor, sir? We do not have an email of the client, sir. How you can expect us to bring back from the vendor emails, debtor emails, creditor emails? Then in that case, you do only one thing. On your letterhead, write a letter, write an email to the client. Write an email to the client that please give me the email ID of that vendor, that creditor, that debtor, that security deposit, the loan holder, the loan giver, loan taker. Only one client. I know that. Client won't give that. I know that. Client won't give that. पता आपको भी है. But sir, documentation is made on that basis. We are writing that observation that sundry debtor are subject to confirmation because you are external confirmation process as per SA. You initiated, but sir, you does not get any response, then the wording shall be accurate. Sundry debtor are subject to confirmation. All the wording that you give shall be appropriately right in the point number 3. Also, ICITAQRB Taxation Audit Quality Review Board had issued a guidelines. Even the guidance note of tax audit has issued many of the guidelines. वो चीख के मर गया, sir. They are asking again and again. Please give the tax auditor responsibility wording. Please give the assessee responsibility wording in your Form 3CB point number 5. Have you, sir, which wording you are asking to? Sir, I am asking to give that wording, sir. Let me check. This is the wording, sir. This is the wording. Exact copy from the ICI guidance note. Can you give that? Is you giving that assessee responsibility for the financial statement and the statement of particular Form 3CD in the Form 3CB point number 5? If you are not giving, please starting giving from that year. Point agla tax auditor responsibility, please give in point number 5 of the Form 3CB and point number 3 of the Form 3CA. Please, sir, started given. You will be very much intimidated. आप बच जाओगे, sir. Institute are doing many things from you, sir. Institute are doing many things from you, sir. For example, sir, suppose we are making the financial statement T shape. Great, sir, great. Please remember one thing, sir. Comparative information is mandatory to given. If you are making a T-shaped financial statement because assessee doesn't want to make the financial statement according to the new format, and you give that one-lining wording in the Form 3CB point number 3A, it is okay. But please remember one thing. If assessee has making a comparative, if assessee are making the financial statement in the T format, old format, please remember, sir, comparative financial information is mandatory to given. It is mandatory to given, sir. And sir, it is not mandatory for the last 2 years. No, it is mandatory since 2001. It is more than 24 years, sir, has been elapsed. Sir, you know one thing? Comparative financial information given is mandatory. Sir, can you assume one thing, sir? Can you assume one thing? Without comparative, just छोड़ो सर, फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट को छोड़ो. Can you imagine one thing? Without comparative, can you judge, can you analyze the balance sheet, can you analyze the profit and loss account? No, no, sir. This is not said by me. framework for the preparation of the presentation, framework tell, framework say, comparative information is mandatory. Point number 39 to 42 of the framework. If you want to read that, where is the legal wording, Karthik ji? Where is the legal wording which mandate the financial information comparative? Paragraph number 39 to 42 of the framework. If you want to me share link, I will share the link from you. That does not issue, but it is mandatory. Please remember, again I am speaking, if you are making T-shape, then start giving the comparative. If you do not want to give a comparative, for example, sir, if you do not want to give a comparative, then make a observation in the point number 3A of the CCB that the comparative information is not given by the assessee. Please make that observation in the form 3CB, point number 3A. It will make you free. It will make you free. Sir, why to take risk? Why to take risk, sir? Please save your skin, sir. I'm just hoping for one thing. Please save our skin. Please do good audits. Please make the financial statement very, very much clearly, very much accurately. Sir, you know one thing? Start focusing on the presentation part. Start focusing on the disclosure part. Sir, you know one thing, accounting standards are applicable from way back, starting from the 2006, and we have a 2025. Starting from the 2006, now we have a getting the 2025. Now I'm giving you the short picture of that one page. Now, sir, again, my only, I will take more 5 minutes from the simple point of view. You are making T-shape balance sheet. Great, sir. You are making a normal profit and loss account, T-shape, everything, other income, inventory, closing stock, this is gross profit, this is there. Next page is the notes. Notes means schedule, debtor schedule, creditor schedule. Sir, why you attach all the list of the debtor? Why you attach all the list of the creditor? Why you attach all the list of the loan holder? Why you attach all the list of the security deposit given or received? सर क्या कभी कंपनीज एक्ट में कभी ऐसा किया है? Can the same thing you do in the companies? For example, a limited company or a private limited company, if there is a debtor of 10 crore rupees, they only give two things. Normally speaking, they only give two things. More than 6 months, unsecured, secured. More than 6 months, less than 6 months, they are recoverable. That's clearly, that's it, sir. That's it. From related party, others, that's it. They do not disclose a complete list of the debtor, complete list of the creditor, complete list of the loan, complete list of the security, complete list of the advances. They do not disclose because this is not a mandatory thing. As auditing is only a reasonable assurance. If the audit is not a reasonable assurance, audit is on the base of the sampling. Audit is not investigation, sir. Sir, why are you telling us from that? Sir, if you disclose every list of debtor, creditor, loan advances, please remember, if any simple amount of debtor, resulting into a fraud, then you shall be held to be liable guilty, because sir, you have attached a single list, which means you audit that single thing. You audit that single. Please, sir, please, from the perspective, do not give a complete list of debtor. Then, sir, what we do? Just give two things. Debtor related, क्या वो आरपी है? आरपी मीन्स रिलेटेड है पार्टी. No, others 20, like that. Same like with the creditor, same like with the loan from banks. That's it, over. Do not disclose the party. That's a simple thing. Sir, but bank will demand all the list of the debtor, all the list of the creditors, sir. What are you saying, Karthik ji? Sir, please, if banker demand you the debtor list, if banker demand you the creditor list, give them list, but in the form of the certificate. In the form of the certificate, only one line, as per management. Sir, you are free from responsibility, sir. I am just helping you, sir. I am just helping you, sir. Another thing which I get noticed about the very simple mistake. There are many more to go. There are many more to go. There are many more to go. But in 1 hour, I'm not able to conclude all the thing. I at least required 3 to 4 hours from giving you the complete perspective. But I am trying my best, and ICICP committee is trying our best to organize the sessions from for your benefit, sir. Second thing is that in many cases, I have seen that we only attach one page balance sheet, one page profit and loss account into the income tax website. Why, sir? Why? Why, sir? Why you attach only single page balance sheet, single page P&L? Because, sir, they don't ask, sir, why we attach accounting policy? Why we attach notes to account? We don't attach. Sir, please read carefully. Please read carefully Form 3CDV. Sir, where is the Form 3CD? Let me telling you again. ये कहाँ चला गया? Form 3CD. Please read Form 3CB. I hope Form 3CB you are visible screen is visible. Please read point number 3, point number C. In my opinion and best of my information and according to the explanation given to me, the said account read with notes. You are certifying, sir, you are certifying read with notes. It is your report. Form 3CB is your audit report, and you are certifying with read with the notes, and you are not uploading to the website. Sir, what does exactly read with notes mean? What does exactly read with notes means? Read with note means significant accounting policies. Also, the standard note number, standard schedule number, which you attach from the back hand side in the face of the balance sheet and in the face of the profit and loss account. Proper disclosure has to be made. Sir, what kind of presentation are you expecting from us? Sir, if you are giving the T-shape only, and if you are writing the word closing stock 20 lakh rupees, figure punch, that is the non-compliance of the accounting standard too. Sir, why? Sir, why it is a non-compliance? Sir, I am telling you the fact. नया format आया है, ठीक है, but we need to first follow the AS2. Sir, this is the AS2 disclosure. Please read. This is not as per new format. This is as per accounting standard. Financial statement should disclose accounting policies. Sir, which accounting policy? Sir, we upload the accounting policy. Sir, Karthik ji, please see the accounting policy. I am giving you the accounting policy. Please give me, sir. Sir, take one single second, sir. Take 1 second, sir. Sir, this is one most important page. This is golden page. Normally, I call the page golden page because generation last, member changed, relation change, everything change, leadership change, standard got change, mind got change, but sir, this single page remain the same, sir. It's legacy of us, sir. How can you do that, Karthik ji? The legacy of us, sir. Whether a partnership firm, sole proprietorship, trust, society, NGO, trader, partnership, manufacturer, this page is same, sir. This page is same. And frankly speaking, this is 100% wrong page. Even a single line in that page is not correct. Sorry, sir. I need to say that word very harshly because, sir, this page is not updated from the last 15 years, last 10 years at least. This form is not updated. This single page from the accounting policy and notes to account is not updated, sir. We need to update the page very, very clearly. Sir, for example, you write the company. Suppose it's a firm, sir. Writing company, generally follow mercantile. पता नहीं है क्या कर रहे हैं, सर, बट वी अज्यूम जनरली फॉलो मर्केंटाइल. प्लीज रिमेंबर, सर, इनकम टैक्स एक्ट इज डिफरेंट, Accounting standard is different. Do not compare with the anything, sir. If your financial statement, if your profit and loss is making as per income tax act, then there is no need of computation to file with the income tax department, because the computation is there when there is a difference between the income tax act and the accounting standard. If there is no difference, then the profit which you calculate as per the profit and loss account, डायरेक्टली टैक्स पे कर दो सर, बात खत्म सर. ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हो? बिकॉज सर वी आर मेकिंग द फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट एज पर accounting standard, and income tax different part. Income tax include ICDS. Income tax include ICDS. Anything is there, sir. For example, sir, fixed asset. Sir, you know one thing. As per accounting standard, there is no fixed asset. This is a property, plant, equipment. If you are writing fixed asset in your financial statement, sorry to say, sir, this is also a non-compliance of accounting standard 10. There is no concept of fixed asset. And sir, you know that this has been changed in 2016. 9 years have been passed. But we are continuously writing fixed asset. For example, sir, inventory, we are writing the same thing. Inventory are valued at cost or market price. Firstly, NRV hota hai, market price, whichever is less. Sir, can you please tell me, it is the accounting policy that we are mentioning, significant accounting policy. Sir, this is not accounting policy. This is only a measurement base. What is accounting policy? Accounting policy is that, sir, we are making inventory by the use of FIFO method or weighted average cost method. That is the real accounting policy that you need to write on that part. But sadly, sir, it is written as inventory as valued at cost or market price. Sale policy also get notes, sir. Main point, depreciation, sir. I am just taking 2 minutes from the point of depreciation. Please note one thing. The depreciation that we are giving, you write one thing, depreciation on fixed asset have been in the written down value method at the rate and manner under IT Act 1961. Okay, sir. Sir, the whichever income tax is taking, we need to accept. Sir, is you are making the financial statement according to income tax act? No, sir, we are making the financial statement according with the accounting standard. Okay, sir. But sir, if we using the rate as per income tax act, then what is the harm? दिक्कत क्या है सर? For example, the income tax act using 60% of the rate, 40% of the rate by WDV, then sir, what is the harm on that? There is no harm. For example, just the example, you take a car Mercedes, you taking a car Mercedes on 31st March 2025, this year. The car cost you about 2 CR. And you purchase the car on your firm name, sir. Firm name, because, sir, we have a very big business, sir. We have a very personal meeting, sir. Then increasing of the business, use in the business. We purchase that Mercedes on 30th of March 2025 in your firm name. Sir, while making the financial statement, you have classified Mercedes on your PPE, property plant equipment, means fixed asset, 2 crore. But when it comes to depreciation, you take 182 days depreciation, because income tax act follow the 182 less or more method. You consume only 2 days. As per accounting standard, what does AS says? Accounting standard says depreciation is the systematic allocation of the depreciable amount over its useful life. Means the consume jitna consume kiya utna aayega. You have consumed for 2 days and you are charging 182 days. Is that is true and fair, sir? Please think like that. Is the financial statement is true and fair or not? Absolutely true and fair nahi hai, sir. Then you need to write one thing, sir. Please write one thing in the form 3CB 3A. Please write one thing, in my opinion, the observation, the qualification, the requirement of AS 10 has not complied with. Please write that observation in the form 3CB. Point number 3A, the requirement of accounting standard 10 has not complied with. And if you have any investment property, means any property that you give on the rent, and rental income is coming. And if it is land or building, please write one thing also more: the requirement of AS 13 has not complied with. Sir, this is, sir, I have not enough time to give you exact number of reason why you write that thing or not that thing. But in my opinion, sir, you need to change all the thing. You need to add many thing in your note, in your policies thing, in your presentation thing. You all know, sir, we need to improve, sir. We need to make the financial statement very much clearly. And as a speaker, whether you apply a new financial statement format or old format shape, that doesn't impact me. The main thing is that the financial statement shall be true and fair, with the proper compliance of the accounting standard, proper compliance of the presentation requirement, proper compliance of the disclosure requirement. And if there are any observation, please get it right to the point number 3A in the form 3CB. So that's conclude my session. From that, if you have any observation, anything, sir, I tried my best, sir, to know the extent base. Please, this is my number. You can contact me 87081871.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you so much, ICI CP committee, for that opportunity. Over to you, Shri bhai.
Good evening, everybody, and a special thanks to Senior Officer for his insightful knowledge sharing. And so I would like to conclude the seminar by thanks our chairperson, Shri, sir, for giving us valuable time to give uh, to highlight us, and also thanks to Priya Sharma ma'am for giving us insight on AI, and also thanks to Karthik sir for his knowledgeable insights on uh, financial reporting. And so, by saying this, I want to conclude the seminar by saying that CPC body will be continuing for the welfare of the professionals and help the professionals to excel in the professional areas and upliftment of the betterment for the professional. Thank you everybody for attending this seminar and being present with all of us.
Uh, I would like to thank both the faculties and Shrey sir for conducting it so wonderfully. And yeah, Bhargavji, we can end the session. Thank you so much.